World War II witnessed a new kind of warfare air power. The skies became a new battlefield, where the control of airspace could determine the outcome of ground battles and even entire campaigns. The Luftwaffe, Nazi Germany's air force, played a central role in this new form of combat. Established in 1935, it quickly became one of the most formidable air forces in the world, thanks to its advanced aircraft and innovative tactics. From the Blitzkrieg strikes across Europe to the desperate defense over the skies of Germany, the Luftwaffe left an indelible mark on history. Its early successes in Poland, France, and the Low Countries demonstrated the devastating effectiveness of coordinated air and ground assaults. This essay explores the Luftwaffe's journey, examining its triumphs, its failures, and its enduring legacy. We will delve into the strategies that made it a fearsome force, and the critical mistakes that led to its decline. The Luftwaffe's story is one of innovation, ambition, and ultimately defeat. It was at the forefront of aviation technology, introducing aircraft like the Messerschmitt Bf-109 and the Focke-Wulf W-190, which were among the best fighters of their time. It showcased technological prowess with its advanced aircraft and tactics. The Luftwaffe also pioneered the use of dive bombers, such as the Junkers Ju-87 Stuka, which became a symbol of terror during the early years of the war. However, it also revealed the limitations of air power in achieving decisive victory. Despite its early successes, the Luftwaffe struggled with strategic bombing campaigns, failing to cripple British industry and morale during the Battle of Britain. The Luftwaffe's experience offers valuable lessons about the complexities of modern warfare. Its initial dominance gave way to a war of attrition, where the Allies' superior production capabilities and technological advancements eventually overwhelmed German air power. Understanding the Luftwaffe is crucial to understanding World War II. Its role in major battles, from the invasion of the Soviet Union to the defense of the Reich, highlights the importance of air superiority in modern conflict. Its successes paved the way for early German victories. The Luftwaffe's support was instrumental in the rapid advances of the Wehrmacht, allowing German forces to encircle and defeat larger enemy formations. Its failures contributed to Germany's eventual downfall. The Luftwaffe's inability to maintain air superiority, coupled with crippling losses in men and machines, left Germany vulnerable to Allied air raids and ground offensives. The Luftwaffe's story is a cautionary tale about the allure and the limits of military might. It serves as a reminder that technological superiority and tactical innovation must be matched by strategic foresight and sustainable logistics to achieve lasting success in warfare. The Treaty of Versailles, signed after Germany's defeat in World War I, forbade Germany from possessing an air force. This treaty was a significant part of the post-war efforts to limit Germany's military capabilities and prevent future conflicts. The restrictions imposed were severe, aiming to cripple Germany's ability to wage war again. However, German military leaders secretly began rebuilding their air power in the 1920s. Despite the treaty's restrictions, they understood the strategic importance of air superiority. In clandestine operations, they started developing new aircraft and training pilots, laying the groundwork for what would become a formidable air force. They saw aviation as essential for regaining Germany's lost strength. The vision was clear. To restore Germany's position as a dominant military power, they needed to control the skies. This belief drove their covert efforts as they meticulously planned and executed the revival of their air capabilities. Under the leadership of Hermann Göring, a World War I flying ace, the Luftwaffe emerged as a powerful force in the 1930s. Göring, who had a deep understanding of air combat, was instrumental in shaping the Luftwaffe's strategies and tactics. His experience and vision were crucial in transforming the fledgling air force into a potent military arm. Göring, a charismatic but ruthless figure, championed the development of a modern air force equipped with the latest technology. He was relentless in his pursuit of excellence, pushing for innovations and advancements that would give the Luftwaffe an edge over its adversaries. His leadership style was both inspiring and intimidating, driving his men to achieve remarkable feats. The Luftwaffe's early development focused on tactical aircraft designed to support ground operations. These aircraft were not just tools of war, but symbols of Germany's resurgence. They were meticulously designed to provide close air support, reconnaissance and strategic bombing capabilities, making them versatile assets in the battlefield. Dive bombers, like the Junkers Ju-87 Stuka, became symbols of German military might. Their distinctive design and terrifying dive-bombing tactics struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. The Stuka's sirens, known as Jericho trumpets, added a psychological dimension to their attacks, amplifying their impact on the battlefield. The Luftwaffe also developed fast and agile fighters like the Messerschmitt Bf 109, flown by skilled pilots eager to prove their mettle in combat. These fighters were the backbone of the Luftwaffe's air superiority efforts, engaging enemy aircraft in dogfights and protecting German bombers during their missions. The Spanish Civil War provided a crucial testing ground for the Luftwaffe. This conflict allowed German pilots to gain real combat experience and test their aircraft in battle conditions. It was a proving ground where tactics were refined and the effectiveness of their aircraft was evaluated. German pilots gained valuable combat experience, and Luftwaffe aircraft were refined based on lessons learned in Spain. The insights gained from this conflict were invaluable, leading to improvements in aircraft design, armament, and tactics. This period of experimentation and learning was critical in preparing the Luftwaffe for the larger conflicts to come. By the time World War II erupted in 1939, the Luftwaffe was a formidable fighting force, poised to unleash its power upon Europe. With a fleet of advanced aircraft and battle-hardened pilots, the Luftwaffe was ready to play a pivotal role in Germany's military campaigns. Their preparation and strategic planning set the stage for the early successes of the German war machine, making the Luftwaffe a key instrument of war. The Luftwaffe played a decisive role in Germany's early victories in World War II. As the aerial arm of the German military, it was instrumental in executing the strategies that led to rapid and overwhelming successes on the battlefield. The German concept of Blitzkrieg, or lightning war, relied on close coordination between air and ground forces to overwhelm the enemy. This strategy was revolutionary at the time, combining speed, surprise, and concentrated firepower to break through enemy defenses and create chaos behind the lines. The Luftwaffe's dive bombers and fighters spearheaded attacks, disrupting enemy communications, destroying tanks and fortifications, and sowing panic among defending troops. These aircraft were not just tools of destruction, but also psychological weapons, instilling fear and confusion among the enemy. The invasion of Poland in September 1939 showcased the Luftwaffe's effectiveness. The swift and brutal air assaults paved the way for ground forces to advance with minimal resistance, demonstrating the devastating potential of this new form of warfare. Stuka dive bombers terrorized Polish troops and civilians, their distinctive sirens wailing as they descended to deliver their deadly payloads. The psychological impact of these attacks was immense, contributing significantly to the rapid collapse of Polish defenses. Meanwhile, Messerschmitt fighters ruled the skies, engaging and defeating enemy aircraft with superior tactics and technology. The dominance of the Luftwaffe in the air ensured that German ground forces could operate with impunity, unchallenged by enemy air power. Poland fell quickly, demonstrating the devastating potential of Blitzkrieg warfare. The rapid victory was a clear indication of the effectiveness of the Luftwaffe's support in ground operations, setting a precedent for future campaigns. The Luftwaffe continued its string of successes in the invasions of Denmark, Norway, the Netherlands, Belgium and France. Each campaign further showcased the effectiveness of Blitzkrieg tactics, with the Luftwaffe playing a crucial role in securing swift victories. German air power proved instrumental in breaking through enemy lines, isolating defenders, and paving the way for rapid advances by German ground forces. The ability to quickly neutralize enemy positions and support ground troops was a key factor in the success of these early campaigns. The fall of France in June 1940 marked the pinnacle of the Luftwaffe's early triumphs. The rapid and decisive victory over one of Europe's major powers was a testament to the effectiveness of German military strategy and the critical role of the Luftwaffe. However, amidst these victories, the seeds of future challenges were already being sown. The intense pace of operations began to take a toll on both men and machines. Aircraft required constant maintenance, and the strain on pilots and ground crews was immense. The Battle of Britain, looming on the horizon, would test the Luftwaffe's strength and expose its limitations. This upcoming conflict would be a turning point, revealing the vulnerabilities of the Luftwaffe and challenging its previously unassailable dominance in the skies. The British, with their advanced radar technology and resilient fighter command, were prepared to defend their homeland. The Luftwaffe would face a well-coordinated and determined adversary, unlike any it had encountered before. The Luftwaffe's bombing campaign over London, known as the Blitz, aimed to break British morale and force a surrender. However, the resilience of the British people and the effectiveness of their air defences would prove to be formidable obstacles. As the battle raged on, the Luftwaffe began to suffer significant losses. The attrition of aircraft and experienced pilots started to erode its combat effectiveness, marking the beginning of a shift in the balance of air power. The capture of German pilots and the loss of aircraft were blows from which the Luftwaffe would struggle to recover. The Battle of Britain was not just a test of strength, but a harbinger of the challenges that lay ahead for the German Air Force. The eventual British victory in the Battle of Britain marked a significant turning point in the war. It was a clear signal that the Luftwaffe's era of unchallenged dominance was coming to an end, and the shadow of defeat began to loom over Germany's once invincible air force.